There is a maintenance corridor connecting to this room.
Okay, must be a way to access it. I'll look for it.
Could be useful intel here. Might want to poke around while we can.
Step away from there! Archon, do you hear me? Now you have 2 Pathfinders to deal with, and we're not impressed with your security.
Reka, come in. What's going on?
A little diversion. Captain Hager and Venro need time to set up the EMP. I'll be in touch.
That is one brave Solarian.
Curious. But one lie, and that can be broken.
You won't break something you can still use.
Clever prattle. Everything serves.
Before, maybe. But now, when I talk, you'll listen.
Where are you from?
A different galaxy. We call it the Milky Way.
Why did you come here?
We're settlers. Just looking for a place to live.
Speak the truth. Where is your invasion force?
We're not invaders! Please, who are you people? We don't mean any harm! Wait! Ah! I can't tell you what I don't know!
You lie. Where is the one you call Pathfinder?
I don't know! Ah!
I'm told this specimen lays claim to a title.
Among my people, I'm known as Moshai.
Here you are nothing.
I am your enemy.
You serve a use, that is all. It's why you still live. You will tell me what you know, or you will suffer.
I told you! I've never seen the relic before!
Pain will remind you.
Ah!
A final time. How does Meridian work?
I don't know!
Then the specimen will learn true agony. Tell me what you know of Meridian. Is that why you're here?
Meridian? I've never heard of it. We just got here. It was a long trip and...
Again, tell me of Meridian.
I just explained. I don't know what that is.
Then what use are you?
What do you...
Dissect this specimen as you will.
Well, that did something. Let's look around.
Most useful in these Solarians are their cognitive abilities. Their thought processes occur much faster than in the others. There is a cleverness about them, a cunning which could be leveraged. More work is needed to isolate the genetic markers. There is no shortage of specimens to choose from. These Turians possess a useful exoskeleton. On harsh worlds, it could prove advantageous. More intriguing, there is discipline about them, adherence to militaristic order, an effective trait for instilling obedience. Additional specimens will be required for study. The ones they call Asari, their reproduction is a mixture of biology, thought, and memories. They take what they need from a species, as they should. Reproduction cannot be left to chance. The superior race dominates. Yet these Asari pretend otherwise, a melding they call it, embracing eternity. Biology has no use for poetry. In the end, their biotic traits may prove the most useful. Among the new specimens, the human is the most perplexing. They possess an emotional range which often exceeds the others. Their unpredictable nature marks them as dangerous, but if the root of their passions could be isolated, we must identify a champion among them and capture it for further study. The Krogan are a brutish race, which could be useful. Redundant organs and a savage temperament. made to kill. Even the other specimens fear them. A deliberate genetic fault was introduced to limit the Krogan population. But I wonder, without this defect, they could be unstoppable.
Here we go. This way. This'll be fun.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Is this kind of evil universal? First the Milky Way, now here?
It gives us a chance to prove our own courage, our determination to stop it.
What was that?
We're not alone in here.
I was starting to hate those things.
What was it doing here?
What happened to him?
It did, Salarian. He must have escaped into the docks, and then...
They sent that animal in here to find him. Poor guy.
This is Reika. Some of our people are still alive. I'm headed there now. Captain Azier, what's your status?
The EMP is primed and ready.
We're almost to the Archon's chamber. Stand by.
Looks like a Krogan.
It was. Probably one of Drek's missing scouts.
The DNA is Krogan, but drastically altered. It's clear the Cat are closing in on successfully exalting the species.
They're driven and efficient, that's for sure.
Well, here we are.
Captain Hager, this is Ryder. We've reached the Archon's sanctum.
Give the word and we'll set off the EMP. Should disable the guns.
Got it. Alright guys, we're looking for a remnant relic. Map of Meridian.
Why does he care so much about the remnant anyway? It's an obsession.
That's the question, isn't it? And we need to beat him to the answer.
Remnant origin confirmed, though it's not the relic we're searching for. The Archon has done extensive testing to this artifact.
The Archon's anger will only get worse if we pull this off.
He needs to be stopped. What we've seen on this ship, it would be genocide for the whole cluster.
This object serves no useful purpose. It is the remnant equivalent of junk.
The Archon is whistling in the dark on this stuff.
Pathfinder, this is the relic the Moshai described. It does seem to be a map. I'll overlay the chart we uncovered in the vault on Eos.
Is that...
Meridian.
Coordinates secured, Pathfinder.
So that's what you're after. There's more to Meridian than you know. Changing the weather is a fraction of its power, and I will not allow you to defile it.
I'm better equipped to handle it than you.
Why? Because you have artificial intelligence in your head explaining it. I've seen what transpired in the laboratory, and now I know what makes you special. Meridian is mine. I've tolerated you long enough. Once your vessels are destroyed, you'll be stranded here.
Captain, fire the EMP!
Done.
What was that?
It's a good thing Drac isn't seeing this.
We sure could use his temper!
This guy's going to be trouble!
Stay out of the way and give him everything you've got!
Got him! The Krogan's down!
Drac's not gonna like that.
Roger. This is Captain Hager. He detonated the EMP.
Yeah, we know!
Reka is still trying to free the captives.
I wish her luck, but I can't talk right now.
You sound busy. I'll let you go.
Clear?
Finally. All right, we've got the map. Let's get the hell out of here.
Before those guns come back online.
Pathfinder, there is little time to waste. You need to leave this ship. Pathfinder, there is little time to waste. You need to leave this ship. Pathfinder, a moment. I'm picking up Krogan life signs on board the ship. Several captives are being held not far from your location. They are scheduled for exaltation.
Could be the rest of Drac's missing scouts.
Sam, do we have time to get there before the Ket restore power?
If you act quickly,
Ryder, it's Reka. I'm pinned down. Don't think I'm gonna make it.
Where are you?
Near holding cells where they're keeping several of my people. They're still alive. I ordered Captain Hager back to the Ark.
You should be with him.
I couldn't leave my people. I had to try. And now, I think it's over. From one Pathfinder to another, farewell. Reka out.
Damn it!
there isn't time to save both. Once the Ket restore power, you'll be trapped.
This is our only chance to save Drax scouts. They'll be turned into more of those monsters.
Reload. We're going after Reka.
Pathfinder, you came.
Reka, we couldn't just leave you here.
Thank you. My people are at the end of the tunnel. It's Ket the whole way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything. Let's go.
We have to punch through!
Tell them that.
It's that or die!
Tempest, this is Ryder. Do you copy?
I hear you, Pathfinder.
We have the map, and we're trying to rescue some prisoners.
Those Ket guns won't stay offline forever.
I know. Just tell us if anything changes.
You'll be the first to know. Callow out.
Go! Go!
They are throwing everything they have at us!
We're fresh meat! They love to cut us open!
The hell they will!
Tight corners! Watch where you shoot!
Pathfinder, that Ket ship is trying to reset the power.
Oh, crap.
They'll have the guns back in no time.
Copy that. You hear that, everyone?
Let's finish this!
That's a cat who's never getting back up! We did it! That was the last of them!
Let's get them out of there. Can you run?
Pathfinder, the Ket are close to restoring the ship's power.
Tempest, we're going topside. Track for extraction.
Understood.
Ryder, thank you.
Save it for when we're safe. Let's move! Move!
Ryder, now! We've got to go!
A team will escort the Ark back to the Nexus. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you.
Thank you again, Ryder. But I owe you an apology. I made a mistake.
Oh?
I shouldn't have called you to say goodbye. The choice you had to make. I put too much on your shoulders.
You did what you had to. If that had been the Hyperion and I was looking for my people, I would have been the one calling you.
I appreciate that. As Pathfinders, the line between serving our own people and the greater good is blurry. I prefer a sharper focus.
I don't think there's going to be much of that in this line of work.
I suppose not. Whatever the case, the Solarian people are forever in your debt.
Earn this.
We will.
Drac.
I heard what happened. Wasn't enough to save the whole Archon. Had to grab a few more Solarians on the way out.
Drac, it's...
Complicated, except it's not. Leaving my scouts behind was worse than killing them outright. And you're not the one who has to explain it to the rest of the clan.
It was a difficult choice, Ryder, but you won an important victory. The Archon has been dealt a blow. Your father would be proud.
It's been tough, trying to fill his shoes. I hope I'm finally starting to earn it. Though slapping the Archon in the face like this will only make him more dangerous.
Or perhaps reckless. Your father liked putting others off balance. He said the worthy would rise above it, and learn to face adversity ably.
And the unworthy?
Would crumble. I'll leave you to your thoughts.
With reverence, Archon, this fascination with Meridian cannot continue.
It's the key to our future, Primus. The human knows nothing of its true power.
Even we don't fully understand it. Our orders are to exalt this cluster, not study the remnant. Questions are being asked about your judgment. Questions that come from the highest levels.
The answers will be clear soon enough. With Meridian, we can transform every world in this cluster to a wasteland. Either the subjects submit to exaltation, or we will use it to annihilate them. This Pathfinder has opened the door. Now we must be the first to cross the threshold. We must seize Meridian before it does. Like all lesser creatures, it mistakes a battle for the war. It doesn't know its weakness. Or its potential.
The Archon saw my memory flashes? He got that from my implant?
His device went deep. Our connections were wide open when Sam killed you.
We hit him once. We focus on doing it again. We have to rally the Nexus and move on Meridian.
Now is not a good time to be talking to me, Pathfinder.
Drac, listen.
Why? Your actions told me everything I need to know. Now walk away and give me time to calm down before I do something we'll both regret.
I'm sorry. I'm just... sorry.
Go.
Hi.
Look, you already apologized for what you did. That's more than most Krogan get. I updated Kesh, let the clan know what happened. And I'd rather be talking about something else right now, so...
We can talk more later.
Sure.
I feel like things are finally going our way, for real. Getting the Solarians back, that's huge. I just wish we didn't have to sacrifice so many for it.
You probably...
You know where to find me.
Hey, you're 2 for 2.
What do you mean?
2 times face to face with the Archon. 2 times you spit in said face. Figuratively speaking, of course.
Come up short once, it's game over.
Gotta keep your win streak going, then. Bastards trying to exalt us all, huh? That's what all this is about.
Could be.
Typically, I like high-stakes games, but I'd rather be sitting at the kiddie table this time.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Hey,
Hello, Ryder.
how's the face wound?
I think my scar will be impressive.
Now you're gonna look even more badass.
And more appealing.
No doubt. Look at all the dates Drac gets.
Can you stay and talk some more?
I'll see you later, John.
Ryder, what a victory. Now that we know where Meridian is, the Archon's downfall begins.
Let's not celebrate just yet.
This is just anticipation. You won't believe what celebration looks like. Let it out. Angara believe that burying your feelings is a broken way to live.
Interesting. I'll think about that.
I'm free to talk more, now or later.
I'll see you.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. I heard you had to die to get out of a trap? I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
I did what I had to get us out of there.
You're made of strong stuff, Ryder. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to ketify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay? You know it.
Hey, there you are.
Makes you wish for a tail that lets you hang upside down. Oh, maybe that's just me.
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. Taparo does not approve of how we escaped to the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart? No, I do not approve.
Relax, Doc. It turned out okay.
Dying, even temporarily, is never okay. Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Hurting me goes against Sam's design.
Because AI have never acted against their designs before. Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
Your concern is noted, Doctor.
Of course it has.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it. Ryder?
I saw another memory that Dad locked away. The day my mom died.
I'm sorry, Ryder.
We each have our reasons for coming here. Mom was his. Her death fueled him.
Grief can be a powerful motivator.
If you can't run from it, use it. Guess that's what he did. I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I've retrieved actionable intel from the security vid of Spender.
What did you find?
Updating your system with the nav point. Hello, Scott. Your choice aboard the Solarian Ark was not an easy one. Your father approached such moral quandaries differently.
Dad was used to making snap life or death decisions.
I now know that colored his perceptions. Alec treated death as a problem to be solved. I have now encountered it several times. His death, and your own.
And what have you learned about dying from us?
The self is forged by experiences. Death is the only experience that ends the self before it's understood. So, is death completion? Or an expression cut short before it reaches its full solution, giving a different answer? I can see why it fascinates you.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why is it so hard to find a good steak?
I don't know, Sam.
Because it's a rare medium. Well done.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Got a minute? I could use a favor.
You only have to ask.
I kept thinking about Sarissa and my not being a Pathfinder. And the thinking turned into a project on Eos. Can you help me finish it?
What kind of project?
I'll put the nav points in the helm. Come along and I'll show you. That Archon barely sees us as sentient, strings people up like puppets. Just no more playing dead, okay? I couldn't...
I just wanted a belly rub. Is that so much to ask?
Scott, you're adorable. But damned if there isn't something wrong with you.
Or I like making you laugh.
I could use it. Losing the Krogan could really hurt us down the line. But at least we got Reika. Sorry, rambling. Did you need me?
See you later, Cora.
Stay safe.
Still waiting to find that pirate hiding place. To get Varand and the damn data I passed her. Well, I know it.
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break. Care for some tea, Ryder?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
I don't want to seem harsh, but there's really no take-backsies with this one.
I know I can't do anything about it, which is why I wish my brain would behave itself. The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
You're a pioneer in a new galaxy. Your family understood that, and they were proud of you. Your work as a scientist will help thousands of people. That's real.
It was a dream for all of us. They always encouraged me. I will do all I can to make sure my work honors them. Thank you, Ryder.
The hell you did? You can't just undo 10 hours of work.
I had to. Your revamp risks power imbalance between decks, something we solved back home.
It's twice as efficient. Just because it doesn't match your sainted specs.
And now it does. As you say, deal with it.
Callow.
I know, just please don't let this distract you. A real victory. Our Ark back at the Nexus. I'd almost given up hope.
The Ket won't touch the Parchero again. The militia will see to that.
It's horrible to think of Solarians in Ket hands, but at least our Pathfinder made it. Thank you, Ryder. I mean it truly. If you ever need a favor, just ask.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Feeling all right? You were clinically dead for a few seconds. I didn't even know a Sam could do that.
Our Sam's special.
Ah, your father's modifications. Worked out well, didn't they? Anyway, thank you, Sam, for saving Ryder's life.
You're welcome, Dr. Anwar.
I should get back to things.
Hey, it's me, Kerry's producer. Hakeem, Kerry's producer. I'm the one making you look stunning for the documentary. There's a hitch. Kerry's been arrested for conspiracy to incite unrest. She's in a cell at the militia headquarters. Any chance you could stop by? A visit from you might shake things up. Remember, Kerry's down in the militia cells. She'd probably love a visit.
Sleepers with political connections. This is HNS.
Hello again.
They're waiting for you. Careful.
Of course you approve. Ryder saved your people.
Ryder saved our people. It doesn't matter if they were Solarians. They were citizens of the Initiative.
But it doesn't hurt if there's a few less Krogan around, does it?
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were discussing how things ended with the Archon.
Kesh, it's true I had to leave some Krogan behind. I'm sorry about that.
In this galaxy, I would hope every life matters. Even if it's just a few Krogan.
Yet I have to question what we've gained, provoking the Archon like this.
He had a map showing the location of Meridian. Now we have it, and a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based on what data? This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya suggests that Meridian is the key.
While I appreciate what you've done for our strike teams, we're not equipped for a war with the Ket. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
If we do nothing, I guarantee there's a fight coming. The Archon's already studying how to exalt us. It's not pretty.
Still, it's better to focus on the outposts. If the Ket attack, at least our people won't be in one place.
Then there's this Sam of yours. We took a chance letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how involved it's become. I can't support your plan, Ryder.
Then I will.
And so will I.
Ryder deserves a chance to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
We hear you loud and clear.
Good. That will be all.
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way.
Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your sister is awake.
What?
Go. We'll talk later, in the tech lab.
Sarah.
You lied to me. You said Dad was alive. Why?
You were in a coma. I couldn't bring myself to tell you, Sarah. Not like that.
But the truth was never going to change. He was always going to be dead.
I know. But at least I'd be here when you woke up to hear it.
It's down to us. First Mom, then Dad.
We'll get through it. We always have.
They said you're the Pathfinder?
Dad's idea.
From the sounds of it, you're going to need all the help you can get.
Careful.
No way are you fit for duty, miss. That stubborn skull of yours needs a chance to heal.
Says who?
The Pathfinder, that's who. Time to rest up. That's an order, Specialist Ryder.
Yes, sir. Pathfinder, sir. Oh, who are we kidding? I saw you eat your own boogers when you were 6.
If you two want to catch up some more, that's fine, but no getting out of bed.
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Reika. We have a plan for Meridian. Please come by the tech lab as soon as you can.
Will do.
Hey.
You're probably wondering how things have been going.
Yeah, feeling a little out of it. I know you're Pathfinder, but not much else. Did they make you president of the universe, too?
Well, the big vote is tomorrow, and I'm here to make sure every comatose patient has their say. Vote Ryder.
Ha ha. So what have you really been up to?
In a nutshell, we found an alien terraforming network that spans the cluster. We're going to reactivate it at some place called Meridian.
Wow. That all?
Nope. There's also a race of aliens called Ket that wants to turn all of us into them, and their leader, a guy named Archon, wants me dead.
Right. Maybe taking a long nap wasn't so bad.
You should know, Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
How do you mean?
First off, Sam's a lot smarter than he let on. Also, his connection to Dad, and now me, is way more powerful than the other Sams.
I never knew that. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
You, me, and Mom.
You saw her?
In the hospital, the day she passed away. And at that reunion dinner she twisted our arms on.
Right. Awkward.
And something else. Dad meeting with a benefactor back in the Milky Way. Some initiative power broker I'd never heard of.
Me either. Weird.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out what it all means. I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
What about them?
Thought you might want to know how Dad died.
I've been wondering.
First planet we landed on. There was an atmosphere processor. It was malfunctioning. Dad managed to power it down. Saved us all. But there was an accident. My helmet broke. I couldn't breathe. And then Dad gave me his.
He sacrificed himself.
Only one of us could make it. And he didn't hesitate. He was a hero.
I remember the stories about Dad being an N7. The things people said he did in the military. I guess it was true.
You should have seen him in action. He was incredible.
Good. That's how I'll remember him then.
What do you remember about how they met?
As Mom tells it, he was doing his N7 training on Earth. She was a scientist working on biotic implants. He was trying real hard to pull off a bad boy in uniform thing. And failing. But she thought it was charming and struck up a conversation. Dad mostly just grunted. She finally had to ask him out.
Our dad, the ladies' man.
Then he went off to fight the First Contact War. When that was over, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
That was back when biotic abilities were a total mystery. She was a pioneer, helping people cope by designing implants. It's what made her sick, though. People got all sorts of weird diseases from EZO exposure.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Giant space city filled with every kind of alien you could imagine. I remember trying to play hide and seek with some Hanar. It was no fair because they could float. Looking back, it's probably why I'm here. I saw how mind-bogglingly enormous the universe really is.
You still think about Mom?
When I woke up, I forgot she was dead for a second. I looked around for her. Then I remembered.
Dad talked about her before we left on our first mission.
He didn't show it, but he never stopped thinking about her. He wasn't the same after she was gone.
At least they're together now. Feeling homesick at all?
Well, all I've seen so far is this med bay. We could still be on Earth for all I know. But yeah, before we went into stasis, I was missing my life. Or at least the idea of it.
Which part do you miss most?
Looking for Prothean artifacts. My team was a special exoarchaeology unit, fully funded and sanctioned by the Alliance. My job, as in they paid me to do it, was to help dig up more artifacts and learn whatever we could from them. If things hadn't gone sour, it would have been a great life.
What was wrong with how things really were?
Well, Mom was gone. I'm not sure I'll ever fill the hole she left. And Dad, it hurt him more than he let on. Plus, his research on Sam was illegal as hell. He was trying to save her, and maybe the Initiative looked the other way, but the Alliance didn't. After they discharged him, whenever people found out I was his daughter, doors slammed in my face. Being Alec Ryder's kids in the Milky Way, we were in for a lifetime of dreams that were never going to happen.
Well, I should let you rest up.
Yeah, only way to recover from a coma is getting more sleep.
It won't be much longer.
At least take some pictures of Meridian for me. I can pretend I was there.
I'm glad to see you and your sister back together finally.
I appreciate you looking out for Sarah.
Your family's been through enough. It was time you had some good news. Though we need to keep her around for observation, give her time to recover.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'll be here if you need me.
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
When you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
Sounds like this has never been tested. What if it doesn't work?
You're clever. You'll figure something out.
This means going against the Initiative. We're on our own. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
Occupational hazard. Part of being a Pathfinder.
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not likely after this.
First, you'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology. Then we'll rendezvous at Meridian.
Good luck.
Largely because Ket technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate.
How many have they incorporated? How much of Andromeda's life has been suffocated or lost?
I cannot speculate, Professor. We should anticipate the Ket learning from and incorporating Initiative technology as well.
Salarian colonists are incoming.
I know why you're here. Yale told me to expect a visit. I hoped this blunder wouldn't come to light, but Helios has a habit of dashing our hopes. Have the three Sabers been eliminated, Pathfinder?
I dealt with them.
Then the problem's solved. As far as everyone's concerned, the three Sabers acted on their own.
But they didn't, did they? Hey, Ryder.
Who the hell's this?
This investigation started with Sid's instincts.
I applaud good instincts, but not in this case.
So I was right, wasn't I? Someone on the Nexus was helping the three Sabers.
Yes, it was a mistake. We authorized a course of action that cost lives, but, like I said, it's over.
You have to tell people. If we made a mistake, we have to own it, right?
Who does that serve? It could damage relations with the Angara, spark another uprising.
It would be lying. Ryder, if you hide this, what else will you let them hide?
We're not taking tips on diplomacy from a teenager.
With all due respect, Director, Sid's right. Transparency is important for building trust. People need to know they can trust us, even when we screw up.
I'll make sure people hear about this.
Pathfinder, you're making a mistake.
Maybe. But at least I'm willing to acknowledge it.
Pathfinder.
Any news about Dr. Kennedy and her trackers?
I have no idea what you're talking about. That isn't discussion for the ops deck. Some topics are for sealed channels only, Pathfinder.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
Ah, Ryder, my hero. We Solarians have a tough road ahead. It's hard to wake up to such loss. But we are not the first, just one of many. Is there anything on your mind?
How are your people adjusting to life here?
We are resilient. Our lifespan is short, so we have a built-in drive to maximize every minute. Many of us are getting to the business of bolstering our numbers and looking for opportunities to settle worlds. I have a few select teams looking into the Ket. The better we know the enemy, the more prepared we'll be for whatever they throw at us next.
How did you get involved with the initiative?
My claim to fame in the Milky Way was that I found a way to restore the biodiversity of my homeworld. For decades, we knew that the planet would soon be unable to sustain us, so I was something of a hero. My work caught your father's attention, and he, how shall I say, laid on the charm to enlist me for the initiative.
Oh yeah?
Your father could be very charming when he wished.
What is it you strive for? For you, I mean.
For me, all I've ever wanted is clarity. I devote much of my time looking in the mirror, trying to understand myself. Some might find it narcissistic, but in knowing myself, I can be true in the moment, with little self-interrogation. Ultimately, the motivation is to live a life free of regret. I have come close, thus far.
What can you tell me about my father?
He was a friend, and what he shared with me was shared in confidence. But I can tell you, the Alec Ryder he showed to the world was but a sliver of the whole. He felt that to lead, he must project utter confidence. With me, he shared his fears and doubts, or at least a few of them. I considered that a great compliment.
Is Captain Hager doing well?
Hager is training to be my successor, if or when the need arises. We lost so many of our leaders during our captivity. It's left several roles open to fill. Hager is a dedicated officer. The sky's the limit for him. He'd make a strong Pathfinder.
It's good to have a line of succession planned out.
I want Hager fully aware of what the future may hold. The better prepared he is, the smoother the transition.
Nice talking with you, Rika.
I am at your disposal, Ryder.
Any logistics updates are due.
I'm still not used to the second voice yet.
Takes some getting used to, but your Sam's just there to help.
Goddess willing, I'll adjust soon. I can't believe how much the Solarians suffered. Is there any monstrosity the Ket won't stoop to? But Rika's safe and well, and so much more competent than me. I do have a long way to go.
I haven't run into Sarissa yet. Do you know where she is?
I don't. She took her weapons and armor and left without a word.
Will she be all right?
I pray she will. Sarissa has a powerful spirit, but this hurt her terribly. I almost feel sorry for the next Ket she sees.
What's your mission, now that you're a Pathfinder?
I'll be exploring and charting the Scourge. I want to drive the Ket out of their hiding places. Goddess willing, that data module will be worth the price we paid.
How does it feel to be back on the Nexus finally?
It feels... After living so long on an ark that was falling apart, I'm not used to feeling safe. But I can breathe. See the people I'm here to help. This is home.
I get the sense you draw a lot of strength from your faith.
I do. It's a comfort to know I'm never alone. Though I suppose now, with my Sam, that's doubly true. Do you have any particular beliefs?
I do. I understand what you mean.
Then I hope we both find what we seek.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
Goddess go with you.
How are things going with Ark Lucinia?
The The Asari seem happy just to be alive, but the Nexus is running out of places to put them.
I know. The outposts can't come fast enough.
What do we do in the meantime?
Would they be willing to go back into stasis?
After what they've been through? You get to ask them.
I see your point. Just double them up in whatever quarters we have.
Easier said than done.
Ryder, I trust there are no hard feelings. As tempting as Meridian may be, caution must guide us.
I can see where it's the safest course.
Risk aversion may not sound inspiring, but when the lives of so many are at stake, it's the right call. Did you have some other business?
That's all.
I'm sorry, Lana. You're just trying to boost our morale.
Oh, hey, Ryder.
Hakim said they arrested you over the documentary.
Guess I tweaked the lion's tail too hard.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
Nothing's hurt except my dignity.
You had to tell the truth, whatever the cost. You did what was right.
You know, they've had other people in the cells. Rioters, people crying and scared. Me and my truth did that to them.
So you're just going to sit there? This is how your work ends?
What? No. Hell no. Maybe I could use this. Thanks for coming, Ryder. I'll send word if anything changes.
Arc Parchero advises that power consumption is nominal.
I can't believe it. You're free. Oh, Pathfinder, we have you to thank.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
Make sure you control yourself better in the future, Nilken.
What? What does he mean by that, love?
I'll tell you later. Let's just get home.